You should go to the gym. I bet when I just said that, there's two immediate responses. One group is saying, yeah, absolutely, I love the gym. I go to the gym on a regular basis. And then the other side is thinking, oh my gosh, I hate him. I hate everything about the gym. I want no part of it. And I totally understand both perspectives, but my goal is to speak to both groups in a manner in which perhaps fitness hasn't been talked about on a regular basis, but I think that there needs to be light shown onto it. I think both groups are gonna benefit from it, right? Because look, I'm not somebody that has the biggest muscles. I'm not the one that is the strongest ever when I walk in a room, but I train regularly. And I think it's my perspective on fitness that has enabled me to fall in love with it more and more. And again, has transcended into something in which it helps me develop a lot of these soft skills that's applied in every facet of my life. And I do attribute a lot of the productivity, a lot of the success that I've been able to have to my ability to view fitness in this way. So I hope that you can learn from it and start applying this type of perspectives. We all understand perspective drives performance. The way that you view what you do affects how you do what you do. Inky Johnson, I love you. You're a great speaker. My name is June Yu. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Physical fitness is something that I think, again, is talked about a lot, but perhaps not in this light. So I'm excited to talk more about it. And if you have any questions or if you disagree or if you agree, I love to speak to you guys in the comments always. So leave them below. I'd be happy to respond to you guys. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. With that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Number one, it's an embodiment, physical fitness is, of micro goals, right? And I talk about micro goals all the time. Physical fitness is such a great way for you to take a large goal and to create practical, smaller ones for yourself so that you can actually meet that larger goal. What do I mean by this? Well, when people are not advised so well and they're new to it, or maybe they have a bad habit of this, they make these really large goals, but they don't take the actual steps to develop the plan to get there. And then those people will fail like 9 out of 10 times, right? Because to try and gain 20 pounds of muscle when you've never gone to the gym before, or if you've never had a consistent regimen before, is a really, really, really unrealistic type of expectation to have for yourself. But the gym, if done right, it teaches you to do this. Okay, so I wanna gain 20 pounds of muscle. Let's make a realistic timeline for that. Let's just say 2 years, right? In that 2 years, I wanna figure out 1, consistent regimen to go to the gym, 2, what type of workouts I should be doing, 3, the level of intensity that I should be doing them at, 4, how to integrate recovery days, and 5, how to continually progressively overload over time, right? So maybe that those are the smaller steps of you getting there, and then within those, you can also break them down to create something that's practical for you to approach on a daily basis. These are what you call your micro goals, right? You're taking that macro one and you're breaking them down into micro goals, but that transcends into every part of your life, every project in your life, whether it be a personal development one, whether it be a career one, whether it be an academic one, all of them usually starts out with a large overarching goal, but it's up to you to develop the incremental steps to get there. Especially if you want to be a leader and you're leading a project or you're leading a group, it's up to you to create those micro goals for yourself and then be able to accomplish them on a daily basis. So not just accomplish them, but also track your progress with them. So it's a great way to try and take these bigger goals, make them into smaller ones, and track your progress as you're executing them throughout that process. Number 2, physical fitness builds discipline. In other words, a lot of times I don't want to be in the gym. A lot of times I don't want to be doing physical fitness related things, especially even today, right? This is a great example. It's 9 p.m. I've been recording YouTube videos. I've been doing schoolwork all day. My head's about to explode. And the last thing I want to do after finishing this video is go to the gym. But I will go to the gym because it builds a level of discipline, right? And viewing it that way helps a lot because I know that if I want to achieve success in anything in life, I have to build discipline. There's going to be a lot of times where the emotions die down, when I'm not going to be wanting to do it. But hey, guess what? Nobody's coming to save me. Like, I got to get up. I got to force myself to do it, even if it's unpleasant. But that builds a level of discipline. It builds a level of character. And to be honest, it builds a level of toughness, right? And so the ability to put yourself through physical exertion while not wanting to do it, but feeling the results of it, which is a reward, right? Whether it's endorphin release or whether it's because you're physically changing and you like the way that you look, you're starting to understand that there's a reward that comes with putting yourself through difficult tasks, and that builds discipline. So I think it's a great way to transcend that soft skill into other parts of your life as well. Number 3, it improves endurance. I have a great little story, and I think a lot of my athletes can relate to this, but I used to play soccer, and there was many instances in which my coach would, especially if we didn't play so well, say something like, hey guys, get on the line. We're gonna be running 3 miles today. And I look at the coach, I look at the players around me, and I think to myself, oh my goodness, in no world am I gonna be doing that. You think that I'm gonna be doing that? No way, Jose. I don't wanna be doing it, not at all. There's no part of me that desires to do it, but you fast forward 20 minutes later and I finished the 3 miles. So what's happened there? Your body is actually capable of doing a lot more than you think it can. And so that's why it's so important to develop a strong mental foundation, so that if you're mentally focused on a goal, your body will follow suit. And that's why it's so important to develop the level of endurance, because when your mental is sharp, when you can improve upon that, when you can set a goal that's so clear for yourself, and we've made videos in the past about how to do that, then your physical body needs to be able to endure the hardship that's going to happen, right? It is no secret. It's going to be hard. There's going to be times in which you have to push through a really long 3-hour session with your school group to work on a project because it's not going the way you want it to, but you have the endurance to push through, right? Whether it's because of a career thing and it requires you to stay late after work one day, but you have the physical endurance, the energy to be able to continue on, right? So the physical fitness enables you to have more endurance, which transcends into every part of your life, because there's going to be difficulty in every part of your life. There's going to be physical hardship in every element of your life, and having that is good when you are faced with that type of challenge in your life. And number 4, you look good, you feel good, you play good. I hope I'm not butchering that, but that's a quote by Deion Sanders, one of my favorite football players, and he was one of the best defensive backs to ever play the game. He had this swagger about him. There was no one like him, right? And the way that he would carry himself on the field had just so much confidence exuding constantly. And he would have these accessories on, he would style his clothes differently, and that was his own unique style. And so that meant that he was looking good, and because he was looking good, he was feeling good, and that allowed him to perform well. And I really do think that that's a powerful quote, because your body is yourself, right? You only get one of these. And so if you can have a transformative experience where your body can be in the best shape that it can possibly be in, it does a lot for your confidence. It makes you feel good, and in turn, it makes you perform better a lot of times as well. So yes, I think you have this inner capability where you build the endurance, you have the endorphins, you have the strength and resilience that the gym builds within you, but just genuinely on the exterior, having that level of confidence when you look in the mirror and say, yeah, I worked for that body. Like, I put a lot of effort and intention and energy into it, and you can feel proud of it. Not in a way in which you are braggadocious about your body. That's not what I mean at all. I hope that it's coming across. Like, I don't want this to be such a surface level thing. Like, it's truly important. You know, you put that much care into something and it transforms. You should be proud of the work that you put in. So investing in your body is your own way of showing to yourself that you matter, right? Like, that you truly respect your body. So I think it's something that's important that you should consider doing. And then number 5, it forces you to keep your mental sharp. What do I mean by this? I think that maybe sometimes if you are not training and you just think about gym people, you think about like those meatheads. I don't know if that's even an appropriate term, but you think about people that are these big muscled people and they don't have a brain, but they do have a brain, right? Like, training actually takes a lot of intention and mental focus, especially if you're doing different things a lot of times. So I've just recently picked up boxing. If you guys follow my Instagram, I'm sure that you guys have seen my stories about that. And I look like a baby giraffe learning how to walk for the very first time. I just look like I'm limping. Like, it just doesn't look that pretty. And I love that though, because when I watch that, I'm like, yes, there's a lot of room for improvement there. I can see that, hey, when I'm doing certain combos, my body and my technique isn't in the right position. And especially those combos, like, I have to learn those and I have to remember those, and I have to make sure that what I'm thinking about, I'm focused about mentally, actually is produced physically. That takes a lot of mental sharpness, and it trains your mind to stay active, which I think is a good thing. So again, there's that interconnectedness between your mental and your physical health. I don't think, I should make a big caveat here, that the gym or physical fitness is a replacement of your mental improvement, because I think with your mental improvement, there's a lot of emotional sides of that. And I don't like it when people just use the gym as like a coping method. No, I think the gym helps bleed into your mental health, but you should absolutely be taking steps to improve your mental health so that that can also bleed into your physical health. You see how that can be like a harmonious event? It doesn't have to be just one or the other. It should be both. So yeah, I think that I ran through that list pretty quickly, but hopefully you see the perspective in which I have about fitness. It's a lot more about the soft skills that can be transcended into every aspect of your life. And I really do believe that it makes a really, really big difference. But I don't want to close off the video just yet because I want to talk about what you can be doing for your own movements, right? What you can be doing for your own physical fitness improvements. Because I think what you see a lot on social media is unfortunately a lot of baloney. It's very much fake and trying to sell you something or trying to sell you goals that maybe you shouldn't have for yourself. Like a lot of it is you should look like a bodybuilder or you should be able to lift as much weight as a powerlifter. And I don't think that's the case for a lot of us, right? A lot of us are very much regular people that don't necessarily need that. And it's not a goal of ours. I truly believe everyone should be doing physical fitness, but let's not care so much about what you are doing specifically. Just care about how you are doing that. Are you finding enjoyment out of it? Are you producing enough effort and intensity while training? Are you doing it consistently? Like those are the things that really matter instead of focusing on what's necessarily optimal. We want to do something that allows us to be consistent with our physical fitness because that's how you're going to be able to get a lot of these soft skill benefits and be able to transcend that into other areas of your life. So listen to me very carefully. In whichever party that you're in, whether you're somebody that absolutely loves the gym or you're somebody that, hates the gym, I think that in both areas of you have to be very careful, right? Because if you are fully ingrained in like gym talk or whatever it is, or fit talk, I used to be in that, but there's some problems there as well, because if you're spending so much time in the gym and you're going so hard in the gym, it's going to deteriorate other areas of your life. In other words, if I'm spending 2.5, 3 hours in a gym, then I'm losing probably a meeting or two, or I'm missing an hour of revision. Like we have limited time. You don't need such amount of attention in one area in terms of your workouts. You don't need to be spending 3 hours in there. You don't need to be spending 2 hours in there. And sometimes you don't have to go fully to every last bit of effort, because then you go ahead and try to be attentive for your meetings afterwards or with schoolwork afterwards. It's gonna be really hard because you've drained a lot. So there's like a balance there. And then on the other side, if you're not doing anything at all, you should be doing something, but you don't have to do something so extreme like training 3 hours a day or 2 hours a day. Or you don't even have to go to the gym at all, right? You can just be involved with physical fitness. So what I say is shoot for about 30 minutes of physical fitness, some sort of movement. Find something that you enjoy. Try yoga, try body weight workouts, try going for a walk, try running, try, of course, for those more advanced ones, try weightlifting, try calisthenics, whatever it is that you find. Just think about how you can execute them versus exactly what you're doing. All you gotta do after you find whatever it is that you're interested in, go online and just find one simple 30-minute workout or 1 week 30-minute planned workouts, and then you can just follow that and then try to progressively overload and try different things when you're in it. But that's what I'm saying, like the goal isn't to do something massive, just do something small on a daily basis that requires you to move. And I promise you, you'll make my biomedical engineering teacher really happy, because we talk about osteoarthritis all the time, and that's when older people develop this, and it's not recoverable, and it leads to a lot of deaths in old people. So move your body. Physical fitness is so important, and it will hopefully transcend the other areas of your life if you can envision it with this perspective. And I hope I was able to convince you of that. So the goals were have you start moving after if you haven't started already, and then 2, make you a bit more consistent as you adopt this type of perspective. I hope that training can now be a little bit more meaningful to you and you can enjoy it some more. So I love you guys so much. Of course, leave some comments below. Tell me about your fitness journeys. Tell me about things that fitness has taught you, or why you don't want to do fitness, or what's causing you to hesitate with it. And then maybe I can help you answer some, or maybe someone in the community can help you. Leave this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all at the top.